"We will not be silenced." Those words from a group of NFL stars in a powerful new video. Take a listen.
It's been 10 days since George Floyd was brutally murdered.
How many times do we need to ask you to listen to your players?
What will it take
for one of us to be murdered by police brutality?
What if I was George Floyd?
If I was George Floyd?
What if I was George Floyd?
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 I am George Floyd.
I am Breonna Taylor.
I am Ahmaud Arbery. I am Eric Garner.
I am McCormick Dunn.
I am Tamir Rice.
I am Trayvon Martin.
I am Walter Scott.
I am Michael Brown Jr.
I am Samuel Du Bois.
I am Frank Smart.
I'm Philip White.
I am Jordan Baker.
Such a powerful video. Joining us now is sports journalist Scooby Axson. Let's start with this video. Welcome to the show. What a statement, right, from some of the biggest names in the league. Help us put this into context of the significance of a moment like this.
Well, it's significant because some of the major stars of the NFL appeared in that video.
Yeah.
Now, remember, 4 years ago, this same thing happened, and we tried to make sense of it then, and we're trying to make sense of it now. So I'm trying to wonder what happened back then, and how did we get to this point today? Why did it take 4 years when Colin Kaepernick said this was an issue, and then he took a knee, and then really nothing happened, and now here we are today.
Scooby, while we have you, I want to play one more part of this video that we've seen from these NFL superstars, a true call to action from a lot of these players. I think it's going to be pretty hard for the league to ignore. Let's take a listen to that.
We will not be silenced.
We assert our right to peacefully protest.
It shouldn't take this long to admit.
So, on behalf of the National Football League,
This is what we, the players,
Would like to hear you state.
we, the National Football League,
Condemn racism and the systematic oppression of black people.
we, the National Football League,
Admit wrong and silencing our players from peacefully protesting.
we, the National Football League,
Believe Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Scooby, got some of the biggest players in the game right now that continue to speak out. The NFL is, of course, preparing for the 2020 season, even if we don't know exactly what it's going to look like because of the pandemic. But, I mean, can the league sit on the sidelines, or does it need to make real systemic change before the next season can kick off?
Remember, in 2017, they gave almost $90 million to social issues. Now, whether it was the Dream Corps or the United Negro College Fund, we needed to know where some of that money went. You know, it's good and it's great to say we're going to do this, this, and this, but if nothing changes, why are you giving money to these social causes? I mean, the NFL, you know, they need to stand up more than they have. It's like I said, it's great to give money, but when 70% of your workforce looks like me, you need to do more. Talk is cheap these days. You just need to do more. And hopefully the players came through in the video, and so the NFL, hopefully they will react accordingly.
Scooby, you have such an interesting perspective because you are a U.S. Army veteran. You've been watching,
Yes.
you know, the Drew Brees controversy along with the rest of the country over kneeling during the national anthem, what he claimed as disrespecting the flag. He's offered yet another apology. President Trump also weighing in today, just about 2 hours ago, writing on Twitter that Brees should not have gone back on his original stance. You see that tweet there for our viewers. Your thoughts on this, Scooby?
How many times do we have to tell these people that it was never about the flag?
Right.
It was never about the flag. If NFL or any sporting event plays the national anthem, tell me what the anthem has to do with playing football. No one has answered me on that question yet. So what was he supposed to do? You know, it just happened to be during the anthem. He protested peacefully, took a knee. How else was he supposed to get his point across? It was never about the flag. And so to make people's arguments, they say, well, it's disrespecting the flag. And no, it's not. If you knew what the national anthem stood for, if you actually read the lyrics of the national anthem, there are actually 3 verses. The second verse has to do with slaves. Do you hear anybody singing that verse? So, I mean, people can make their arguments any way they want to. It's fine. But the the apology, it just came across hollow because he was getting there's nothing better than getting an apology out of somebody when they're getting dragged on Twitter and their teammates are all over them. So I think within 24 hours, you just can't change somebody's mind about what they believe. And that's exactly what Drew Brees did. He changed his mind. He said he was sorry. And if players want to accept it, that's fine. But his original statement, that's what he believes.
Sure.
And in 24 hours, you can't change anybody's mind about that. I don't believe.
Scooby, I wish JD and I could talk to you a little bit longer. We have to jump out. Thank you so much. Such an interesting conversation. Sports journalist Scooby Axson, please come back to the show. Thank you so much for being on.